So how do they pick for the Grammys though?
It's a committee.
It's a committee that just pick. Is it based off like album sales, popularity vote, or like?
I'm pretty sure it's just like people in the industry. They just whatever they like.
It's a committee. That's what they're talking about.
Like
They
the
need
MVP award.
It's like they're saying they need more diversity on the committee a couple of years ago because all the people in the category are like white. So
yeah, no, I give them that. So like they got the hip hop category right for. I mean, I think maybe not right, but they have it like better than what it is. Mm-hmm. But I still think overall there's just the way they place albums in the categories is just so strange to me. Yeah. I just don't really understand sometimes. Like Igor is in there for best rap album. I love Igor, great album. It's not a rap. I don't even, does he rap at all?
It does have. It has more rap on it than I thought. Yeah, but
does it really? He has like
no, it does.
What songs?
Fam, I don't like that as much as y'all. So I don't act like I know the songs, but I know there was hip hop. I went back listened to it the other day. I said that, but. Yeah, no, it does have hip hop elements to it.
There's not one song that's straight up. There's not one straight.
Yeah, I'm not saying it isn't, but that's because Tyler the Creator is known for making hip hop. That's why they just put it in there.
Yeah, I know.
Because I think it is stupid to be in that category too. Because based off of what else is around you, like, fam, this don't even add up.
Right.
Like, not to say that it can't sound different, but it's like this sounds like. What would I think it sounds more like electric music or something like that.
Yeah, like something.
It just sounds like a poppier Yeezus to me.
Yeah, something like that.
Damn.
Yeah. I love Yeezus and I love Igor.
It was a really good album.
Alright, let's just cut the bullshit. Alright, let's just look at some of these categories and who does not fucking belong. How about that? I didn't mean to curse. Sorry, that was really loud.
Nobody was getting on you for that.
Why being Corday? Listen. Alright, can we just be honest here for a second?
Before you go, can you guys define what industry plant is for the fans? When you guys
Eric can define.
Let's give a definition.
I know what an industry plant is.
So we can have a good debate.
To me, it's somebody who's placed in a position inorganically and just so there's a natural progression you expect from an artist. Mm-hmm. Like Megan Thee Stallion is always the example I use. I saw her on Twitter in freestyle videos, like 1 or 2 people retweet like 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. It's just her just freestyling in Houston. Then last year she dropped that one mixtape and more people were talking about her. Now she's a huge star.
Well, no, even before that, she got a song Well I Liked.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But it's like
she was on the BET Awards freestyle, right? Was she on the BET Awards freestyle?
On Twitter, right?
No, it was like
you made me right.
She might have been like too. I'm talking about. It was like a Houston site for like a long time ago, and she was just there, just with a bunch of dudes just freestyling. I'm like, oh, who's this? All right, cool. It's when these people just all of a sudden just appear in spot. YB Cordae is nominated for a Grammy. I have never met anybody who listens to YB and Cordae, who's a fan.
I'm a fan.
And sometimes it's just the age difference. So that's when I talked to my brother. I was like, oh, so y'all listen? No. Maybe it's older people? No. Like, all of a sudden he's nominated for Grammys. He's hanging out with Diddy. He's hanging out with Dr. Dre.
But who's sponsoring you? But you gotta look at it this way. You're right about the industry plants. But you gotta think of people who sponsor these people. Like Dr. Dre sponsors YB and Cordae. So I don't know if that makes him a plant. So, but it's like you got the right connection. But
the fact that he has those connections out the jump, that's what kind of.
A lot of these people, though, a lot of these artists, and like it'll turn out, oh, my mom works at
Interscope,
or my dad does this, or my dad was his lawyer, or something like that. It's always some shit.
It's all about who you know. That's the world, though.
Listen, I could be completely wrong about YB Cordae, but I just think it's weird. All of a sudden, he's nominated for Grammys and all this, and I'm just like. Khalid's another one.
Oh, I love Khalid. I'll never say that I'm not YB and Cordae's just like where he is or like his connections or his status within rap. But the fact he actually can rap,
I like it album.
But the biggest thing is when you just look at the journey, it was 0 to 6. Even on those little YBN mixtapes, he was never like the lead dog. For a minute there, Almighty J was bigger than him just from Ding Black Shine.
What? It was just I like YB in the Mirror. He had a couple songs I like. I don't know what happened to YB in the Mirror. Is he still?
He made a song and it had Young Miami in it. She was pregnant at the time. It was a little weird to watch. But yeah. Well, no, I'll just say like even if you like go on his like Spotify, or that's what I was using example. I went on his Spotify like earlier this year. There was no like mixtapes. Or just like even like it was no like randoms. It was it was like 1 or 2 little randoms, and then you get this album. And you had the J. Cole verse, that was really big. That was a really big look for him. That was cool, but just like the way he just popped up out of nowhere and just end up with Diddy. Drake shouted me out, something like that.
I just respect artists more when I can look back on their progression and like look back on like shit. You look at the Baby. Like I listen to a lot of his old albums. Before to be completely honest, I had no clue about the Baby. until he became popular. But then I look back on some of his albums, I'm like, oh, he got some real good shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that.
And that's literally. I mean, his was fast, but again, it was like, oh, a couple people talking about who's the baby, on Twitter, and then it starts to go up. Okay, that's cool. Like that's a normal progression. And listen, I could be completely wrong about YB and Cordae, because sometimes you just drop something that gets hot. Lil Nas X is nominated for a bunch of Grammys. I don't understand that. That is crazy. No, he's not an industry plant, but he dropped something that got hot, viral, and then the industry was like, "Oh, okay, I'll have some of that," and they went and grabbed him, and now I think that's why he.
But you even have his progression with that though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you forget that they canceled it. They canceled. Not canceled it, but they was like, nah, you can't.
But you found that out after the fact, though. Same way with YB and Cordae, you found out his little YouTube raps or whatever, like, after.
No. I was talking about Old Town Road. Like, I was talking about, like, so when we say industry plan, I think.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
I think of a progression, like not necessarily a struggle, but a you know what I'm saying? That's like any career. Like, you start at the bottom and you move your way up. Like, he got, hot real quick, but he also got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had the controversy. He had the controversy that helped him out. Yeah, so, like, I don't think, what's his name? Lil Nas X is the industry plan, but I think he definitely, the industry saw him like, oh, you're hot. You're hot right now. Let me get you and put a rocket on your back, and now I'll take you from here, jump up like that. So I thought
it was one person, though. It wasn't the industry, though. It was Billy Ray Cyrus.
Well, I mean,
Billy Ray Cyrus
was a hit before all of a sudden,
it was a hit. But once he got canceled, then Billy took him to the next level.
I'm still saying, but he's nominated for album of the year, bro.
I mean, his album sucks.
That's literally insane.
Lil Nas X's album was terrible.
It didn't suck.
Was it even? It's
mediocre at best.
Was it even 30-minute song? That's why I'm shocked.
No, it may have been 20.
Motherfucking Panini is terrible.
That's amazing.
Oh my fucking god!
With the baby remix.
Oh no, the baby remix is hard, bro.
The baby remix.
No,
I don't give a fuck about a remix. It's like 20 remixes on it. The song sucks, bro.
I'm a Malik Panini. Old Town Road, I didn't like the Billy Ray Cyrus.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I was the first nigga to hop on Old Town Road. I love that shit.
You were though.
Listen,
in our circle.
Listen, that one was cool.
Around me, yeah.
That song was cool. It was like a cool little vibe.
Oh, I like the Billy Ray version.
And then again, it's going too far. It's not funny anymore. The joke is over. But apparently it's not.
He's not gonna come on with no shit after this.
Bro, if you win a damn Grammy, bro, I mean,
shit. Nothing else, bro. Like, fuck this.
If you win a damn Grammy, he's there for
Billie Eilish is winning every Grammy.
Yeah,
you want to talk about industry plants?
Yes.
All of us. I don't know who.
Overnight.
I don't know who listens. Well,
I never met somebody to listen to her.
I haven't listened. Weird tech.
I've never
like
nobody.
Lord and all that. Like that type of
Lord makes like music that has like rhythm to it. Billie Eilish
make that
music,
like dark shit.
It's just like weird techno music with no beat to it. It's like H&M music.
I listened to it once.
H&M music.
It's just like
that should be a genre, yo.
Say the same.
Billy Ray dressed like not Billy Ray. Billie Eilish dressed like a Big Pun. That's the funniest thing that I ever heard, and it's true.
Yeah. And also notice like the hip hop influence on all the pop acts right now, because she definitely, her music isn't hip hop, but her whole aesthetic.
Prestige.
Yeah, it's like there's like an influence of hip hop. And Ariana Grande's Seven Rings album, literally that's a hip hop album. They got her some trap beats and just said, all right, go ahead. And, that's all I'm saying.
Let me get real like elementary real quick. So I have a problem like with the term industry plant when it comes to black people, because like the idea that the industry, which is supposed to be controlled by a lot of powerful white men, with the exception of kind of the Rock Nations and the whatever and Bad Boys or whatever, like controlled by white men, most of the industry people, putting black people in positions of success. I have a problem with that. I don't believe.
You don't think it happens?
I don't believe that is necessarily the case with a lot of these people.
You don't think that happens, or you're saying?
I'm just saying I'm doubtful of that concept that people all of a sudden would just reach out and let's get a black artist in an already black dominant genre.
You realize that black artists run music. I mean, they don't run music, but they
now
music.
When
tastemakers.
They are the tastemakers.
No, we are. That's what I'm saying. Like, why would the industry?
It would be easy to do that. That's the easiest thing to do. That's what's hot. So there you go.
But why would they put black people in positions to do what?
Because
just to
black
make
people
their
make
labels money.
Yeah. What do you mean? Black artists are it right now. And right now, I mean, would it make more sense to like have something you can control? Hey, let me make sure that he's assigned to a label and all that.
That's what I'm saying. Like some of these people aren't really assigned
but even
like,
then, that's all bullshit too. Because Chance the Rapper will pull that shit too. I'm independent. That's a little
his debut album. The album.
Like exactly.
But even outside of that, so like a different argument that I had too. But this time, like it's a lot.
To be fair, he released three mixtapes.
Did he?
Who?
YB and
That's what I'm saying. Like just because we didn't hear them, like just because they weren't as popular,
I get it.
That doesn't mean that they're industry plans.
Nobody.
And so let me put it like this.
No, he's through Atlantic.
Another reason I have a problem with it is because the time we in, it's a lot easier to like to go viral as opposed to like what it was like 10 years ago. You didn't have to go through the mixtape Dat Piff like circuit. You can put your stuff on YouTube, and if it's catchy enough, like it hits. With YB and Cordae in particular, like that song that J. Cole made was very targeted to all the young rappers. So him covering that song and speaking on behalf of young rappers could have caught the attention of one Diddy or one J. Cole or one of the higher ups in the thing who see that and be like, hey, this guy actually raps as opposed to yeah, like compared to like everybody else, like he's a standout. He doesn't rap like anybody else in his peer group.
I agree. So this is what I'll say. Even if he has an industry plan, I don't care because he can rap. So it's fine. Like he can rap. So
either way, I don't give.
I'm about to say he can rap.
If Drake gonna co-sign him, then
I'm about to say he can rap, so it's okay. I like his album. His album was cool. He has something I like. But my thing is, my only thing is like he can rap and all that. It's just I'm just always it's weird out. I don't know who his fan base because I've never met a fan of his.
I know some. That's a good
even
point.
Even on the Joe Budden podcast when they bring him up, they're just like, oh, I don't even. And they're all plugged in the industry. They don't even know anything about him. I just think stuff like that is so weird. Juice WRLD is another one of those guys. All of a sudden, Juice WRLD became this big deal. He's on tour with Nicki Minaj and all this. I'm like, who is this nigga Juice WRLD?
I ain't gonna lie, I love Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD different.
Now I agree with what you said earlier about. No, we ain't about to talk about.
Kid Cudi's been made.
Right, Kid
Cudi made all his albums like 10, 15 years ago.
No. Juice WRLD reminds me of what Lil Wayne tried to do. That's the crazy part. No, with the rock shit.
No, I'm sorry.
Listen.
Said that was funny.
No, I'm just saying like how Lil Wayne tried to do the rebirth.
Lil Wayne and Juice WRLD the same category.
I get what you're saying.
I'm saying like if Lil Wayne like followed that rock shit, then and rapping and all that, then that's Juice WRLD. Like Juice WRLD comes off as a rock artist in a way where he mixed. I like Juice WRLD.
Now what you said about like having relatives or my neighbor's like parent, they work at Sony or they work at RCA or they work at whatever label.
A lot of those dudes have.
So I get now that is my definition of industry plan. If you have like family or if you have family friends or if your dad's like Diddy's son is an industry like that type of stuff is industry plan.
He was
No,
because he was an industry plan that failed. Because
he didn't fail yet.
Come on, bro. He had one song.
Which
He's
song?
not getting pushed.
I'm talking about Quincy or
I'm talking Quincy.
His son
about King Kong.
His sons aren't being
Whoever
pushed
had the
as
song
like big
that was
artists. No. His sons aren't being put
but I'm
on.
saying when
his sons aren't headlining. This is what I'm talking about. Headlining festivals, being placed on playlists on Apple Music playlists, posted on commercials, and high.
I like King Combs because of that. I like because he's not milking Diddy for everything. But I'm saying like because your dad's Diddy, because your neighbor owns like whatever label, like you can get in certain rooms that a person coming off the street can't get in. So in my opinion, that's
who was damn. All right, damn. I can always get these guys mixed up. There's Russell Simmons, right? His brother.
Diggy?
Yeah. No, the one son.
Run.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I'm sorry.
Joey.
Yeah. He was always trying to get in and be a rapper or whatever.
And then Diggy, that's fucked up. I never realized that.
I like that one song.
Diggy got into modeling.
No, Diggy's modeling. And he's actually on Youngish. Isn't he on Youngish?
No,
Grownish,
whatever.
Oh, really?
Oldish.
Grownish.
Middle-ish? He's an actor now.
He's on a little bitish.
He's on a little bitish.
I thought he only made a cameo.
He's Shawty boyfriend now.
Well, that's the thing.
One of the Chloe and Haley girls.
Oh, I'm about to say. I thought what's-her-face was dating that one little granola-looking dude.
Well, that's the thing, because even when you have like people that can plug you in, like you still got like once they put you there, you gotta run the rest of the way.
Look,
you know what I'm saying? So like Rev Run's son, like he didn't really hit. Like I don't not Diggy.
Terrible music.
And that's what I'm saying. So like they can only put you so far.
I do think you do have to make some type of good music.
So the biggest in every generation, the biggest guy typically is one that probably doesn't follow just the popular trend, but can actually like rap and do all that other type of stuff. So maybe within everything, within the whole just
pronoun style. Who we talking about?
YB and Cordae.
Okay.
So within the whole industry plant discussion, he may just be the one that they chose to be for this new upcoming generation because he can actually just do more than just scabba-da-boo and whatever, or you know.
I'm not gonna be mad. Like if he's a new J. Cole, because we don't have anybody to replace that J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick, Wale, Big Sean. We don't have anybody to replace them. Like as far as that type of music, we don't have anybody. We don't have. If he's gonna be in that role, that's fine. I'm cool with
It's
that.
a hybrid answer, man. I think he's talented, but I do think he's a plant.
Yeah. But if somebody like, so it kind of goes into like who's planting them, because if it's like if he doesn't have any relatives in the industry or he didn't have anybody that he knows, they still had to see his talent on some level to know like. And
that is not true. Literally,
so they just put somebody out with no talent.
I mean,
they've done it before.
They did it before
To win a Grammy.
Man, Iggy was pretty damn close a couple years back.
Man,
Iggy had some weird sex appeal to some people.
Okay.
I don't copy.
I'm just saying you're underestimating how they can just pluck somebody.
But it has to be skill to a certain extent, though, right? Like, especially if it's random. If it's like relative
for him, in general, I wouldn't. It's not a rule.
For him,
it's exceptional.
I think he's actually the exception where he's actually talented, and we can see a little bit of the underground stuff that he did. Even if we didn't know everything, we still see some of what he did. We know that he could rap, which is why the biggest thing that me and Aaron always was like, do I think that he was placed there? Sure. But do I think that he actually could keep that spot, maintain and earn it? Then yes,
I'll say that, but it's not all skills. Sometimes it's like just a certain look. Sometimes, especially with women, unfortunately, sometimes how you look. Sometimes it's your tone of voice.
With
like
dudes.
that, like, yeah.
Shout out to Milli Vanilli. They was two handsome niggas.
Yeah.
Couldn't sing a lick. About to say they got really popping.
I mean, listen, they've been trying to stick the white people in, and finally black people have grown a spine and stopped trying to
like. I see those as industry
Macklemore
off the jump.
All white.
You know,
I'm not saying Macklemore wasn't a good artist. I'm just saying Macklemore just randomly all of a sudden just was just the biggest thing in hip hop according to
Fair enough. Macklemore ended up having that. Macklemore ended up being in like a similar situation to Lizzo, where it was like just. In terms of like the biggest,
Kendrick.
Well, he beat the big artists, but in terms of the fact that his best songs were songs that have sat around for years and just somehow started to gain traction, kind of like the Old Town Road thing too. Ain't that an old song? And it just gained traction. Yeah. Somebody,
Twitter.
I don't know.
I know he was a Twitter. He was a Twitter guy.
I know Truth Hurts was old as hell, but it finally gained traction. It became famous.
If it wasn't that album, I listened to some Lizzo project because again, people were talking about Lizzo last year, and it would just be like. Randomly on Twitter, somebody would say like Lizzo. Like, who is Lizzo? I googled it. All right, cool. I listened to her album, and it just really wasn't. It was cool. I was like, I can see that this can get big. I didn't think like a year later should be a huge star, but like I can see how this can get big because it reminded me of, damn. And I'm not just saying this because they're both like big, plus size, but it reminded me of Meghan Trainor because it's just like that big sound.
Oh wait, Meghan Trainor's not that big.
Well, but
she's not as big as her.
Her fucking biggest song is. I'm all about that bass no trouble.
I'm talking about size.
That can be just for thick. That can be just for thick.
My point is, they had like a big like sound, like their whole sound, like the whole. They were big and loud. Yes, thank you. That was the word I'm saying. And I was like, damn, that's what this reminds me of. And,
it's colorful music.
Yeah,
I like Lizzo.
Exactly.
She sold me off.
It's
like
loud pop music, and it's not just like because like. It's like just like loud bubblegum pop music that you can see on commercials during Christmas season. I guess that's what I'm saying.
And then both of them can actually sing too. It helps out their talent.
Exactly.
Yes,
right.
I got you.
Right,
hey, at the end of the day, man, kind of shout out to YB and Cordae. You got a few Grammy nods. I don't think you'll win, but shout out to you for getting. If you win, you are a plant.
But
anyway,
I'm about to say there's no debating it if he wins it. I think Meek's gonna win. I think Meek has the narrative behind it.
What was that rap album of the year?
Yeah, Meek has the narrative about it.
You will hope so.
Man, this man is from Suitland, Maryland. I've just never heard of him in my life. I'm sorry, bro.
Some people know about him. Some people so like I started hearing about him after that J. Cole cover.
That's
what I'm saying. Maryland.
How do I know more Tabby Bonet songs than him? That doesn't make any sense to me.
That's just not our shit.
We're old. We're
like
6 years old.
A lot of these people that we listen to, we like he said, like with the baby, we had to go back and like see that like they had stuff out.
It's either for some things, even though the internet's kind of broken down regions, either you regionally may not know about it, or you may just
he doesn't know who. This man will listen to anybody's album, anybody's music.